Anyway, I counted wrong. It's your turn to do the...
So now we have something.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're on show 4,
right.
And you could do the intro.
I can.
Yeah.
Math is not our strong point. You'll find that out as you follow us.
And just stay right there.
Again, I believe we mentioned it in mailbag. 3 is okay. 72 is fine.
58's perfect.
Right in the heart there. 4 is a hard number for us. I don't know why that is. But we're working on it because, at our age, we've got time.
Yeah, absolutely. You can teach an old dog new tricks or not. I don't know.
I could, as long as we...
If only I was a dog.
We don't kick it before we've learned. Where was I now? Oh, yes, I'm grateful to those of you who have liked, subscribed, and followed This Is Truly News, although I am still curious about your mental well-being. I know, I'm also curious about my mental well-being because I'm here 7 days a week, too.
I think it's pretty obvious for you, dude.
I blame it on a catastrophic brain injury. Like, subscribe, and follow This Is Truly News if you're new to us. If you'd like to send us a story, that would be just peachy. Atlanta.
Georgia.
See? Send the story to TITR@netradio.network.
Danke.
And if you want to be cheeky about it, you can leave a comment. See, cheeky, pretty.
I get
it. You can leave a comment, good, bad. Yeah, well, don't leave an indifferent comment because that'd just be weird.
Yeah.
So good, bad, or whatever. Leave
the bad ones have been so lame, they're almost indifferent.
And there's only been a few of them, so come on.
Yeah, we've had 2 in how many years?
It's not like we've tried to be good. You've watched. So like, subscribe, and follow. Send us stuff to TITR@netradio.network. And please, somebody come up with a good scathing review comment type thing.
Yes. You're ugly and your mother dresses you funny. Something good.
My mother's dead. Thanks for bringing up a painful subject.
Dick.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Verkinnes. All the news you're about to hear is true.
Really?
As far as you know.
Twice in one career. That's very good.
You're killing me, Smalls. My first person story here. My mom was a patient who wanted a pregnancy test done in the lab. She had taken multiple home tests, all of which came back negative, but she was very convinced she'd gotten pregnant after doing it unprotected while visiting her family in El Salvador 6 months earlier. And you know how they are in El Salvador.
Well,
nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Apparently a little slow if it took 6 months and she hasn't figured it out yet.
My mother tried to convince her. She went in to get the test. So my mom tries to convince the doc at a clinic. My mother tried to convince. This was the patient. My mom, the doc, tried to convince the lady that a test given at the clinic wasn't needed. She was most certainly not pregnant because it occurred so long ago that she was clearly not 6 months pregnant, as you pointed out. My mom pointed out.
And I'm not even a doctor or have never played one on television.
And you've never been pregnant that we know of.
Well, the kids thought maybe, but it was just my marvelous eating habits. And
my mom pointed out the lab fees would be expensive, but the woman still persisted. So my mother collected some saliva and pretended to send it to the lab. The woman was very relieved when my mother called the next day to tell her she wasn't pregnant. Woman was 90 years old.
Well, things move a little slower when you get older.
Lucy, you got some splaining to do. Can you even call her a hussy at this point? I mean, if the cows aren't out of the barn by now.
No, you'd have to be very polite in calling her that. Because she's still alive at 90.
Yeah, that's true. And she might be able to kill me.
Where was she from?
El Salvador.
Be very careful.
Yeah, right?
Ma'am.
Mom.
Ma'am.
Mom.
She's not your mom.
Not your mom either.
Yeah, that's why I said ma'am. Paavo. Oh, why can't people in Finland be named like Bill Smith?
They are.
Paavo.
It's just in Finnish.
Ah. I'm going to go with Paavo Arhimäki. He is the 46-year-old deputy mayor of Helsinki. That's in Finland.
Yes.
Was caught in the act in June as he and a friend. No, not that act, you rude person, you. They were simply spray painting graffiti in a railway tunnel in the capital city.
How old is this guy?
46. Deputy mayor of Helsinki.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. According to the Finnish
little whimsy on his part.
Yeah. Have you met anyone from Finland?
Yeah, I've met Finnish people.
They don't do whimsy.
No, they typically are not. They're hilarious.
They're pretty straightforward.
This is how this goes. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Norwegians are a laugh riot next to Finns. Exactly. And Germans are a hoot. So take that with a grain of salt. The Finnish Transport Infrastructure Agency.
German comedian.
Was she funny?
A German comedian who's dealing with the idiom like shooting fish in a barrel. And he's going, this makes no sense. If I already had the fish to put them in the barrel, why would I put them in the barrel and shoot them there? Like, this is why Germans don't have comedians.
Okay, the Finns do, though. They have the one guy that Osvo, I can't think of his name now.
Osmo?
Ruffled hair, little. Yeah.
Osmo. Yeah, he
does
hilarious.
A lot of linguistic stuff. He's very funny.
Yeah.
He's the only one. They kicked him out. The Finnish Transport Infrastructure Agency said the cost to clean up that graffiti was about $3,800. But it's not clear if the deputy mayor will face charges. I mean, other than being charged for the $3,800.
Yeah, right.
I've committed a crime and bear full responsibility for it, he said. Calling his actions stupid fooling around, as opposed to the smart fooling around. Yeah. He's not resigning his position, though, because, by God, he needs the job.
Probably. I
mean, come on. That was in June. They're heading into winter. You don't want to be unemployed in Helsinki in the winter. Well, you probably are.
They don't get as cold as we do.
Oh, well, never mind then.
So both of us have had clingy partners.
Have we?
Well, Anne was just horribly clingy at first.
Anne,
my wife, yes, of
Combs
40-odd years. Yeah, her, that one.
Well, odd is right. See, the only thing that you and I have in common when it comes to our wives
is that they're maybe close to the same person.
Is that when we look at them both, it's like, why are you still here?
How did that?
I mean, surely you must have figured out this isn't your best option by now.
Yeah, but now they're so far
years
into
for both
it.
of us, so it's like, okay, fine.
So
I'm thinking Robin figures I have money somewhere. Boy, she'd be shocked.
So, clingy partners, amorous advances when you're not in the mood, which is, I always ask, what? What do you mean? I'm not
I don't understand that.
Not in the mood.
I don't get the idea.
Yeah. But this is from a female point of view.
Hang on. I'm going to search.
Okay, good. But you probably wouldn't go as far as female European common frogs to avoid this. What they do is they fake their own deaths.
I had to tell you, that's one of the more interesting seguis we've had.
They call it tonic immobility in science speak to stop crowds of highly competitive horny males clinging to them during the short mating season. The frog's mating style is explosive, which means males have a short window in which to sire tadpoles. This leading to a frantic scramble for females, which can end up in mating balls covered in so many males that it kills the female. Fake croaking is a rare frog spurn, German researchers said, and it's just one technique in the female's anti-amour armory, which also includes spinning around to send unwanted males flying and grunting or squealing in release calls to repel amphibious advances. So now you know.
Well, I'm pretty much understanding now why the British Navy is so tough. Harvard Business School professor.
I would have thought it would have been the French Navy, but never mind. Just continue on.
Have the French had a navy since, that
one thing that happened?
The Revolutionary War thing?
Yeah, they did. They have a navy.
Okay.
Yeah, French have a navy.
Did they have it for long? Because...
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
It's got boats and things, sailors.
Yeah, I'm sailors, the whole 9 yards.
Huh. For sure they're giving those away too. Harvard Business School professor Francesco Gino, who, well, there goes our French numbers right there. Harvard Business School professor?
You're doing fine. Just keep going.
Francesca Gino, probably not French, who researches dishonesty and unethical behavior, is in the hot seat with her administration for submitting work that was using falsified results.
Who
researchers
watches the watchers?
Researchers dishonesty and unethical behavior is in the hot seat for unethical behavior and dishonesty.
At Harvard, big surprise.
How could that happen at Harvard?
Now, Harvard has gone
a school
down
that was meant
toilet.
to a school that was meant to raise up educated preachers.
Yep.
Intelligent clergymen.
Yep.
Now,
not so much.
No.
I'm getting a bumper sticker that says my kid didn't go to Harvard.
And then put an amen sticker right next to it, and most of the world would go, yeah.
We're there with you.
Where was I now?
Go ahead.
According to NPR, wow, NPR, Harvard, and
NPR is just Harvard adjacent.
Yeah, it's if Harvard had like radio tubes.
Yep.
NPR reported several people have alleged that Gino changed the data in at least 4 papers for her study. She would not confirm nor deny, but said she is, quote, limited into what I can say publicly. I want to assure you that I take the allegations seriously and they will be addressed. Investigators said they found incidents of fraud spanning more than a decade.
So if they throw her out, what are they going to do with the president who has done basically the same thing?
No, because genocide's okay if it's not here.
It's not the genocide I'm talking about. It's her plagiarism.
The borrowing of material to form her thesis.
Yeah. And about 10 or 11 other papers.
I don't know. They could probably,
sell them to Harvard, sell them to one other
Yale.
Ivy League school. Yeah, sell them to Yale.
Because Yale would buy them because they were always chasing after Harvard, and what a mistake that was.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.